Welcome to Season 2 of The Co-Working Culture, your business podcast discussing co-working, collaboration, and customer experience with your host, Ali Joseph.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. You are tuned in live to season number 2 of the Co-Working Culture podcast. It feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back. I am your host, Ali Joseph, and you guys can, of course, visit my website directly to learn more information about myself www.iamaliJoseph.com, as well as, of course, you can visit the Co-Working Culture's website, www.thecoworkingculture.com, to learn more information about the Co-Working Culture podcast. For those of you that are brand new to this podcast, this is the Co-Working Culture. This is an entrepreneur-focused podcast. We discuss everything from co-working, collaboration, and customer experience. And this is season number 2. I'm so excited to be back online, guys, because there's so much to talk about, and there's been a lot of work in the back end to come out with some of the content that we're going to be speaking on for season 2. In this season, I have dedicated it to speaking on collaboration. So, all 8 episodes of this season will focus specifically on collaboration because one of the things that we should keep in mind when we're collaborating is making sure that we have the right collaborations first and foremost. But a lot of people have challenges sometimes with collaboration, and that can come from various sources, right? It can come from being afraid to collaborate, meaning being able to speak up and taking ownership when it comes to a collaboration piece, to the point where some people may collaborate or not even have any type of assurance of how to start a collaboration, how to collaborate, who to choose in this project, what to know, what should you be working on, what that person should be working on, so on and so forth. So it's extremely crucial in entrepreneurship and in business in general that you are making sure that you're dealing and you are contributing, but also having the right people involved. And so, this episode, season 2, episode 1, we're going to talk and discuss into collaboration excellence, setting the tone with collaboration, because I think it's important starting off this whole collaboration conversation for season 2. It's very important that we're setting the tone from the beginning. A lot of times collaborations don't work, or they kind of go sour in between, like the middle towards the end. Sometimes it's for good reason, but sometimes it can be prevented if certain communications and conversations are had right at the beginning, the tone is set, and the conversation is had right at the beginning, so that people that are involved in collaboration can definitely understand what roles and parts that they play. So, just going in into deep diving. So, going into the topic, one of the actual resources that I use to just talk more about collaboration and to talk a little bit more about setting the tone, Mind Tools. Mind Tools is, and it's mindtools.com. They have an article that talks about how to collaborate successfully that I really enjoyed reading, because it truly set the tone in how you should typically start working on a collaboration piece when it's time to collaborate, once you have all the tools that you need to start a collaboration piece, whether it's on a project, whether it's working with other people in other businesses, which is typically the norm nowadays in entrepreneurship. If you're out here doing things alone, or if you're trying to build a brand alone, you are already starting off on the wrong foot. We are in a society now where creative collaboration is key. It's a key function, it's a key tool in order to drive success with performance for your brand, and also drive success with the task that you have going on as well. So, mindtools.com. So, make sure you guys have your pen and paper. Mindtools.com is the actual website, and it has all different types of conversations and communications regarding just leadership, management, problem solving, decision making, so on and so forth. So there's various different topics on this that can keep your mind going and just keep your creative juices flowing when you're thinking about different ideas when it comes down to your business and brand. And if you're a business geek like myself, definitely these type of articles are something that'll just get your whole geek, like your geek light bulb going, right? So when you're talking about different ways to continue to enhance yourself, not only professionally but also personal development, so that way you can continue to be successful in your business. So of course, the definition, which is very short, obviously, what is collaboration? Collaboration is clearly you're working with at least up two people or more on a particular project. It could be across businesses, it could be across within the business, it can be in different businesses, other communities coming together. Collaboration is a group of people that are just coming together and working together on a common cause and on a specific task, right? Very simple, very simplistic. Where it starts to become a challenge, which surprisingly, this is a challenge for people. And I know it was a challenge for me as I continued to grow. So, most of you guys know, or if you're not familiar, I've worked in contact centers for over 10 years. And so, as more of a day job as well, before I started transitioning as well into entrepreneurship. And anything that you do, whether it's you have a corporate job or you are having a business, you have a partnership, or you have a business as an entrepreneur, collaboration is crucial and key. We can't do everything by ourselves. If we did everything by ourselves, it's definitely not effective. It's not effective for performance because it's going to take you a lot longer to adjust different things and to get to certain tasks if you're doing everything by yourself. But it's also not, it doesn't bring any type of efficiency. It doesn't bring any efficiency for you. It doesn't bring any efficiency for your brand or your business in any way, shape, or form. So collaboration is crucial and key. And more workspaces and corporations and positions are starting to see that as a whole. So not only in the entrepreneurial realm, because as we're building our business, we're trying to connect and network and collaborate with people that can help have a common task and a common goal that they can work on together. But even those in the corporate America sector, collaboration and creative collaboration in specific is definitely much more popular, much more widespread in today's society. And people are looking for ways to make sure to have the right people in the right places to make sure that tasks are done efficiently, effectively, and they're successful in their driving results. So that's pretty much the definition of collaboration in a square here. And of course, collaborating is important too because a lot of the times we have ideas, right? We have ideas and we have things that we're thinking about and we're looking at it at a certain perspective based off of our own experience. It's really, really nice and it's so positive to be able to connect and collaborate with other people because you get that different perspective. We all have our nice little glasses of how we see the world, how we perceive things, how we see society, how we see business being done, so on and so forth. Does that necessarily means that that works for everyone? Absolutely not. Sometimes we may do things within our business that's based on our thought process and how we like to do things, not recognizing that we do have customers, and of course, that's research. Knowing and understanding that our customer may not like everything that we like. There may be different perspectives on how they see things. And so collaborating with people that can bring that inside knowledge and bring more of that inside base based off your research on your customer base can definitely help you to enhance your brands at a larger scale and make sure that you are touching those customers that are your direct target customers. And so that's one of the main crucial reasons to collaborate. And it's fun. It's great to be able, obviously, to work on a project with someone that you get along with, that you have a great professional relationship with. It's fun to be able to exchange ideas and critique each other in a positive way to be able to make something great, to take something that was initially on paper, that was initially an ideal in your mind, to put it on paper, to go back and forth with ideas, and to watch it go on to fruition. There's nothing more powerful and something that makes you feel so accomplished than seeing an actual idea and with the collaboration of people to help you with that idea go into fruition and actually come from being in your mind to actually being an action that you have that you're able to execute with your business. So there's nothing more to me that's more exciting than that as well. So one of the things we want to talk about, obviously, and we're going to talk more in depth in the season this as well. We're going to have guest speakers on here. I'm going to have some guests on here that will talk more in depth about collaboration within their own perspectives of their businesses. But one of the things is that there's different types of collaboration. So in season one, we talked about co-working. So I gave different tools and tips, and we focused on co-working as a whole, understanding co-working, understanding what it's about, understanding how to find the right co-working spaces, so on and so forth. And of course, if you guys have downloaded the app, which we have on Google Play, you can go ahead and listen to that content as well. So that way you can get more familiar with the co-working concept of space and the co-working culture, thus the name of this podcast. But season one will give you more insight on actual options as far as co-working and talking a little bit more in depth about the co-working process. Collaboration here in season two is what we're focused on. And basically there are several different types of way of collaboration. And during the season, we'll go ahead and get more in depth into that and the different types as well. But one of the main two that we're going to talk about is open collaboration and closed collaboration. So, open collaboration is more so you may have your own business brand and you get some insight from a third party vendor, from someone that is outside of your actual business operation. So, that's open collaboration. So, if you have a business, you have a team inside, that's more of closed collaboration. But open collaboration is more so you're getting third party vendors or people outside of your business organization to come together on a particular project, to bring in certain ideas, and to bring different perspectives that you may not necessarily have within just your actual business group, but other people that have had experiences with specific projects or specific items that you're trying to work on within your business. You're bringing that outside perspective within your organization. And then, of course, there's closed collaboration, which closed modes, this is more to handle more of a specific problem or issue typically. So this is more so within your actual business organization. So you have a business, you have your team. This is more close collaboration of where you may have weekly meetings, or like you may have town halls or any type of specific meetings that you're working on a consistent basis of specific ideas, working on tasks and issues within your organization that you collaborate with your team members within the organization to resolve. And so those two are two of the main focuses of collaboration. When you guys are done with this season and when you're listening to the season, you should have a centralized, wonderful, and stronger perspective of the power of collaboration, but not only understanding collaboration as just a way to get people together, but by the end of this season, I want you guys to really have a full impact of how to successfully collaborate. Because a lot of businesses and a lot of people fail with what they're doing with their projects, and they fail to grow because they're not connecting in the right way. And so when you're done listening to the season, when you're done listening to the guests that we're going to have on this season, when you're done listening to the full season and understanding collaboration from various perspectives, you should be an expert at understanding the power of collaboration, knowing how to collaborate, personalizing it for your brand, and executing as necessary to get the task that you want to complete and to continue to see the proven driven results. So also open collaboration, closed collaboration. Those are the two main ones that we're functioning on today. And we're just going to talk about how you set the tone. Other types that we'll talk about within the actual season, and we'll have, again, different guests that's coming on to talk about it in their own right. There's also other types of collaborations as well that can be used within your group, within your business group, or that can be also outside of your business. There's cross-functional collaboration, cross-cultural collaboration, and virtual collaboration. So when we talk about cross-functional, that's obviously working with different, that can be internally working with different departments within your business. That can also be externally working with different partners as well. You may have certain departments that are not in within your business. You may be using a outside vendor for your payroll. You may be using an outside vendor for your technology needs. So that's also another way internally and externally to cross-functional collaborate. There's also cross-cultural collaboration. And cross-cultural collaboration is going to be so crucial. And we're going to have a guest that's coming on this season that will be talking a little bit about that working with people in other countries, not only in the United States where we work with different cultures as well. We have a certain set culture of business here in the United States. It differentiates depending on the type of business you're doing, obviously, but also we're looking at cross-cultural on an expanded type of brand. We're looking at it on an expanded base. So working